That was Boston's chance to close out this series. We'll have a Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals here, 111-103. Historic performance by Jimmy Butler, 47 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. But forget Jimmy Butler and his spectacular performance. Strus and Lowry, who all of a sudden had no confidence after games 4 and 5, where they combined 7 points, 1 of 28 from the field in games 4 and games 5 combined. They combined for 31 points in this ball game. Lowry had 18 points, 10 assists. And just now you gave Boston just gave Miami all the confidence in the world to go back home in game 7 and blow this thing out. And they go back to the NBA Finals for the second time in 3 years. And also, on top of that, PJ Tucker, this guy is strictly coming into the ball game for defensive purposes to guard Jason Tatum, who's clearly Boston's best offensive weapon. But when you have PJ Tucker with 11 points, if PJ Tucker scores like this, Strus, Lowry, they have the 3 guys in double figures like this in game 7, Miami's going back to the NBA Finals. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. I do not like how Boston played this game. They got off to a slow start. They only shot 32% from the field practically in the first half, whereas Miami was shooting over 40%. Not from the field, not just from the field, but from three-point range as well. And Boston's defense got off to a slow start. They let Jimmy Butler get to wherever he wanted, as Jimmy Butler had 14, 5, and 4 in the first quarter. But when you look at Boston, they got to get off to a better start. They got to establish that defense. And the only way Boston can really establish that defense is if they're hitting shots. That's the only way they can establish this defense. So for me, Tatum and Brown have to do a better job in the fourth quarter and be more assertive and aggressive in the fourth quarter. 1 field goal attempt combined between the two of them in the fourth quarter. And then you had Jaylen Brown, who missed 2 big free throws with just over 2 minutes to play, which would have given them a 2-point lead. Because in my opinion, at 99 all, Boston had the momentum. Horford just hit a 3. Jaylen Brown goes to the line, has 2 free throws and clanks them both, putting up a brick house. And on top of all of that, Tatum and Brown combined for 11 turnovers. They combined for double-digit turnovers for the second time here in this series. Now Boston's got to go on the road in Miami, game 7, and win it. Now, I'm more confident in Boston on the road than I am with them at home. They're 3-4 at home in the last 2 series. That was their chance of getting it done, though, was at home in front of the home fans, go to the NBA Finals, get a couple extra days of rest before June 2nd. Now, Game 7's on Sunday, you're only going to have really 2 or 3 days of rest, and really only 2, because one of those days you're going to be flying out west to Golden State for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. We look at the refs in this situation. I cannot blame the refs in this game. Both teams were careless with the basketball. Both teams had 17 turnovers. But the refs did have a factor in this ballgame. 56 combined fouls. There were 3 guys who were DQ'd, Strus, Lowry, and Jaylen Brown. And then on top of that, 9 players in this game had 4 or more fouls. I can't blame the refs because Boston had a chance to win this ball game, and they didn't even play good. So, but if you're Boston, now you got to go Game 7 on the road in Miami and win there. And we will see how this all plays out. Thank you guys again so much for your time. If you guys haven't already, please leave a like and a subscribe to the channel. Hope to see all your faces in the next one. Deuces.